All right, YouTube, what is going on? It is Zaya here from Zaya&TheSteelers back with another video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Steelers win over the Baltimore Ravens. So if you guys are Steelers fans or you enjoy NFL content in general, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Shout out to the people who have subscribed already. And shout out to the future subscribers, man. Also, let's get a shout out to the members. If you guys would like to support me and this channel more, be sure to hit that join button down in the description below. And what did I tell you guys last week, man? I knew that we had this Baltimore Ravens team. I knew they would not be able to drive the football on us like they have been doing in the past, and we held them to 16 points, and that right there is phenomenal out of the defense. We will talk about the offensive struggles here in a second, but I just want to give a shout out to the defense because the Ravens, they were coming in hot. They were coming in as the top scoring team in the NFL or behind the Lions. Either way, it was like one or two, and the Steelers shut them down, and this is what I've been saying. You can say, okay, it was a divisional game. It's a divisional matchup. Those ones are always kind of close. You can say that, right? But we continuously do this to Baltimore. We continuously do this to Lamar Jackson. We continuously do this to Derrick Henry, who once again, Robert Spillane, nah, that's TJ Watt. Robert Spillane, nah, that's Derrick Henry. 2 forced fumbles in this game, and Derrick Henry, I don't even think he got a touchdown today. It was slowed down. The Steelers are the top team in the NFL. I'm going to say it because if it was the Ravens that got the win, all they talk about is how good the Ravens are and how they're going to dominate in the playoffs, and they're the #1 seed. But when the Pittsburgh Steelers do it, it's quiet, it's crickets. There's crickets no more. It is time to tell the world that the Steelers have the best team in the NFL. Now moving on to the offense. Listen, if we could have got some touchdowns today, it would have looked like a very, very, very promising game out of us. However, we are able to move the ball just enough to get our guy, Chris Boswell, and I'm going to stand up so you guys can see this jersey, man. For years, since 2015, I've been telling you guys, Chris Boswell is the one. Since 2015, since we got rid of Josh Scobie, it was Chris Boswell. When we had Antonio Brown, when we had Le'Veon Bell, when we had Ben Roethlisberger, some games it didn't matter. It all fell on Chris Boswell's leg. How many games this season has it fallen on Chris Boswell's leg? Many, many times has this guy bailed us out. And today, 6 field goals, 3 of them from 50 yards. All of our points again. Chris Boswell does this on the regular. And you know what makes it better is that fraudulent kicker out in Baltimore who year after year has been taking all of the credit from Boswell. He's the greatest kicker of all time. Justin Tucker, man, like he's just so good. Everybody else is down here. Guess what, Grandpa? It is a new day and age because Chris Boswell runs the NFL in terms of the kick. Chris Boswell will be the AFC kicker in the Pro Bowl. Chris Boswell will be a second-time All-Pro, I believe. And Chris Boswell, it just cannot be understated how good this guy is. And it cannot be understated that I was his first fan, I am his biggest fan, and I will continue to be his biggest fan, whether it's in Pittsburgh or wherever he goes, I'm going to. I'll always have love for the Steelers. But as we grow on, as we get older, I'm starting to think, man, I think I might like Chris Boswell more than I like the Pittsburgh Steelers themselves, man. But you know, I just had to get that shit off because Boswell, he is him. He is a god. He's honestly a god amongst men. He's just him. And so I had to start it out with that. We had to talk about Boswell. But back to the offense. George Pickens, you know, I would love for him to get it together. I would love for Mike Williams to play more. I would love for Van Jefferson to get less of the ball. Jaylen Warren, he's been injured. He kind of played today. He played pretty good today, but that injury thing has been a bug all year. Najee Harris played pretty good. Russell Wilson played pretty good in terms of like, you know, moving the football. There was, of course, like I said, there are some plays that we want to see happen, but there was some long balls that we were able to come down with. And I am just, honestly, I am just ecstatic because we have beaten every good team we've come across. Whether it's Washington, who was like, ooh, the Steelers haven't played a real team yet. Beat Washington. Now it's Baltimore. The Steelers haven't played a good team yet. Now we beat them. This is the point in the schedule where we're supposed to be scared. This is the point in the schedule where we're supposed to be terrified, where everything was supposed to fall down. But guess what? We are coming back up. We are the best team in the NFL, and I'm going to say it. It is time for people to understand that this is the Pittsburgh Steelers year. We have all of the capabilities to do it. Today, imagine if we would have scored touchdowns today because our defense does this on the regular. Like, we do this, okay? Baltimore, it happens. You guys got shut down again, but every single time we stop Baltimore, we play a new team, we play a different team. Guess what? Our defense is going to step up in that one. It is going to be all about the offense, creating points when necessary. And today, Chris Boswell had us, man. Like, I would have loved for some more touchdowns. I definitely would have. But Chris Boswell, once you have the best kicker in the league, all you got to do is get it over the 50. Chris Boswell is going to be good from 65 if we need it. He is just, it cannot be understated, man. 18 points, all of them from Chris Boswell. Our offense does exactly what we needed it to do every time. Peyton Wilson flying around there, forcing a fumble. I believe Landon Roberts forced a fumble today too, or Patrick Queen, one of them. It was just, and Patrick Queen, welcome to being a Pittsburgh Steeler, Patrick Queen. I haven't gotten a gunshot yet. Let's get a gunshot for Patrick Queen. Because this guy, Patrick Queen, he is just different. I don't even think the gunshot worked that time. It is what it is. But Patrick Queen is different. Welcome to the black and gold side of the rivalry. When he was a Raven, we beat them every single time. Now he comes to Pittsburgh and shit hasn't changed, man. He is just getting a W in the black and gold, and it's beautiful to see. He was out there too for the coin toss. He was one of our honorary captains against his old team, and that is why he left, because he wanted to come to the winning side of the AFC North. The Pittsburgh Steelers run this division, and soon we are going to run the AFC. We play the Chiefs later on. We play them on Christmas, and Netflix. We were watching that Tyson and Paul boxing match, right? Not to talk about that in this video, but there was a lot of buffering in that. It's cool. It's like, that's like an exhibition thing, right? If we have some buffering issues during the Pittsburgh Steelers and Kansas City Chiefs games, I am sending a letter to your headquarters. I am getting somebody fired because we cannot have any buffering. I need 1440 HDP right there because we can't do this. We need to have the HD clearest video ever on Netflix if you guys are going to host live games. And so, yes, we do play Kansas City later on. We play Philly. We're going to play the Ravens again. We're going to play our division. I like us in every single game for the rest of the year. There is no reason why we shouldn't finish this season with only 2 losses. And low-key, we go back to the games that we did lose, and we should have won those games too. We should be undefeated right now, honestly. And like, nobody cares, nobody recognizes us, but guess what? I do, and I know all of the Steelers fans out there do as well. And so really, what else do I have to say, man? We run this league, we run the AFC North. Today, once again, I believe we've beaten Baltimore now, like for the last 9 out of 10 games. And so hopefully that catches on. Hopefully people start understanding, okay, the Steelers are not a team to be messing around with. The Steelers, we should pick them because, they're like that. I don't even think we can get jinxed this year. I'll be honest. This is a different team. We are moving the ball with ferocity. We just got to finish it with touchdowns. Players got to lock in. The play calling has to lock in. But I am very hyped right now because we have beat the Ravens. Last week, we beat Washington. Put them up against us, and we're going to beat them too. Anyways, I am excited here. I got to do some stuff, so I am going to get out of here. But I just wanted to talk about how happy I am about the win. I know you guys are hyped too. Another Victory Monday tomorrow. We're the greatest. I got to free up some storage space as well. Anyways, I am going to get out of here. If you guys enjoyed this, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. I make videos about the Steelers all the time, so if that's something you would enjoy, check out another video. Anyways, this has been Zaya from Zaya and the Steelers, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.